Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV. This interview being sponsored by Stagefront VIP. Being joined with Demetrius Andrade, who makes his debut. No, you've been on Showtime before, but PBC debut. Can I say PBC debut? You don't know? Are you with PBC?
Listen, pay-per-view Showtime, 9 p.m., January 7th. I'll be opening pay-per-view January 7th, Showtime pay-per-view.
Did you in fact sign with PBC, or are you kind of going like the free agent round at this point?
Nah, yeah, we just, taking one fight at a time because, I want to make sure we can, go in there and to secure the bigger fights. And so, we're just taking it one at a time. I've been in the game too long to, and they know, and as I know, we don't need to get into anything longevity-wise right now. We need to, strategize and plan out what's best for them and myself.
Have they told you you are in fact going to get the fights that you want? You've mentioned Charlo, but there's also others at 168. But have they told you, no, you sign with us, you have this fight, it goes well, we'll give you that fight?
Nah, I mean, that's what, pretty much it looks like that, and hopefully it goes that way. But I don't know what any of the bigger fights names are willing to do that right away. So, I know that I'm not their first priority, should I say, because I'm new to the table. We all gotta gain respect and trust and figure out that we're gonna do this for the right reasons, and so here we are.
No, you would think though, you've been calling for that Charlo fight for a while. I was there when you went to the post fight. I know it was the smaller Charlo, but still, you said you wanted both of them. Are you confident that finally you'll be able to get that fight?
I mean, that's what we're here for. We're going to figure out what it is. It's either they don't want to fight or boxing politics. But I believe Showtime does a great job putting on one of the best fights out there for a long time. And they know that I'm here for that. So for them to continue to do that, I'm part of the piece that's going to help make that happen.
So why did it take so long to do this? Because you're doing this move to get the big fights. Before you were with Eddie in Matchroom, and you were paid very well, but it was hard to get these fights. What took you so long to come over here to go ahead and try to get these fights?
Listen, business, boxing business, timing of things, I was free at one point and just didn't work out at that time. The zone offered me, a great deal of money and for me to be active, and there wasn't really nothing coming from the other side at that point. So I had to do what was best for me. And I'm doing what's best for me now, and they know that it's here. At the end of the day, I'm writing my own story. I have nobody in the way right now. It's just me, and the voice and the source is me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know a lot of fans are like, well, what took you so long to go ahead and do this?
Yeah, like I just said, it has to make sense on both parties, timing-wise. Just like fighters, the collision course. It just didn't work out the way it was supposed to, but it is now. This is the way it's supposed to happen, like this. I'm still fresh, I'm still young, no harm happened. I did what I needed to do. Other fighters here did what they need to do, and now we can come together with no problem. There's no management in the way, there's no contract stuff in the way, so it's just it's me and whatever you guys want to do, what you think is best for the boxing.
How frustrating was it for you to kind of, during that time, not be able to get these matches? I know Eddie tried, and he told a group of us he tried to get you and Charlo for a big amount of money, and he had said they had turned it down. How frustrating was it for you to fight after fight after fight, not getting the guys that you wanted during that time?
Well, the whole Eddie Hearn's thing, screaming the whole Charlo thing is for me is bullshit in a sense. I'm with the zone. He's with Showtime. There's no way, that was going to happen unless Showtime sent me an offer to go over there and to fight him. Because whatever, I said it publicly, I can third-party dance. So meaning I can go to any party that's willing to offer me bigger fights. The zone should have supposed to be worried about, and Eddie's supposed to be worried about Triple G, Jaime Munguia, Billy Joe Saunders, and whoever else is on there. That's what the main focus is. Why are we over there talking about somebody in a whole nother network? Now that I'm here, yeah, I focus there. Or I'm coming here and be like, come on, Canelo, come on, homie. Now should I be calling them out? That's just, I don't know, man, just funny.
I guess, why were you told those fights, in particular those three, Munguia, Golovkin, and Saunders, why didn't those happen?
From their mouth, they said they really don't want to make the fight happen. Triple G said, no, I don't want to fight him. I'm going to sit back and wait for Canelo for the payday. The Munguia team said, stay away from Andrade. And Billy Joe, he got caught, test positive for his outing. And then we tried to do it again, and he just didn't want to do it. It seemed like, and it's just like, yo. And next thing I know, he goes up to 168. I was willing to go up there and fight him, and then Canelo comes in and offers him the deal to make the easy, not say easy, but the less challenging bout.
Now, when you look at you as your career arc, I know these last few years you haven't been fighting the opponents that you want, but there's still like a lot left of you, right? Like you still feel like you're in your prime, and you didn't leave your prime years behind not fighting the guys that we wanted you to see.
I don't know, man. Look at you. Do you feel like you still in your prime? You still got many years in your life?
I have a lot of years in my life.
Then, man, what we talking then?
Well, no, they bring that up.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just letting you know, bro.
You're good then.
Yeah, of course.
Still, you're still sharp.
I mean, what we talking?
Now, when you look at this return in this division now, just has there been any changes that you've noticed that you've done in camp to kind of prepare for this?
Nah, I mean, you know, less stress on the body. You know, more eating.
Been eating more?
Yeah, for sure. You know, enjoying. I mean, not saying whatever, but you know, going down to 160 started to become real challenging for me, and I don't think it was healthy to continue to do that because, you know, I don't want to go in the ring not being 100% Demetrius Andrade, which I don't think majority of my fights I was 100% Demetrius Andrade because, you know, my genetics is to get bigger, you know, and now I think 68 is good. I don't have to lose that much weight. I'm going to be strong, faster, powerful, and 100%. And going up with the next challenging guys, that's also big.
How is that going to play, you feel? And I brought up that last question because I wanted to lead to this question. The last few fights, we've been seeing you get touched more. And a lot of fans have said, oh, maybe it's him trying to be more entertaining, more fan-friendly to get these fights. And other people said, oh, maybe the age part is creeping in. What would you comment on that?
It's a fight. Eventually, you know, people get hit. You know, some fights are better than others, you know, at the end of the day. But, yeah, like, you know, just weight cut and just having the energy to do what I usually do. Sometimes it's not all the way there. I can't be 100%. And so that's why moving up to 168 is the best decision to be made so I can be that all the way around for 12 rounds if I need to.
So you felt it then in those last two fights?
No, I mean, I felt it beforehand, but you know what I'm saying? It's not that easy. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's boxing. We're all going to get touched. You know, I get hit 3 times out of the whole 12 round. People like, ooh, like, okay, guys. Like that's
we're not used to you, though, getting touched like that. I think that's why. So it's like a surprise because you're so good at avoiding fighters' punches. And I know that was a criticism, but hey, at the end of the day, like in boxing, you don't want to get touched a lot, you know, because of the health effects that can happen after.
The ratio of getting touched and not getting touched, I'm good where I'm at. like the highest stats as far as getting touched, the least. So it's all good.
Do you feel it's fair criticism when you hear that, oh, he's a boring fighter, based on what you told me and based on what we know about the effects of a fighter getting touched a lot in a ring?
Nah, at the end of the day, my shots are phenomenal. I put them together. When I hit you, you go down. I give people the entertainment of seeing a bunch of stuff in one night, pretty much. You know, I fight real guys that come, that want to fight, that's not here for a paycheck, and that's just what it is. But yeah, come on, the jab, the left hand, the uppercuts, come on, man.
My last one, I know they're going ahead and wrapping me up. How do you avoid what happened a few years back with not getting the fights this time around? I know same networks and everything like that, but you're still an opponent, one highly skilled, highly difficult to beat, not the biggest name value. What do you feel you have to do to get Charlo, Benavidez, Plant, eventually Canelo, all those guys this time around?
Yeah, there's nothing that I should be doing other than what I've been doing, that's winning. Two division world champion. So I mean, what more should I be doing? You got any? I think there's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. Why is everybody?
Too much business now in the sport. That's why.
Is everybody else getting the opportunity to fight these guys but me? Why do I got to be the one that has to do all these extra shit?
No, you have a point. They're wrapping me up.
Yeah.
I know I can go in this more because I feel like that's a very good topic to discuss. I'm kind of sad you didn't say it's me again.
Oh yeah, I was going to get there. You know, it's me again.
Hey, Demetrius, man, it's always good seeing you. I know you got to go ahead and work out. I'm excited for your return to the ring. Thank you. Appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you. Nah, I'm very excited to be here, man. You know, before they asked me about this card here, you know, they had me fighting another date early before this card, the main event, and they mentioned this card. I was like, yeah, I get on this card, man. I got to get on there with the, the young future stars like, Rashidi Ellis, Ennis, and of course Gervonta Davis doing what they do. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's me again. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going to set the stage right and do what I need to do. And moving forward, like I've been telling everybody else, Jermall Charlo.
Demetrius. Thank you. I would like to say you were one of the first boxers to participate in women's sports by supporting Clarissa Shields. Talk about how you were there in the beginning and now how much it's blown up and your relationship with Clarissa Shields being a champion, how you going for a championship now.
No, for sure, man. At the end of the day, man, I support female, male, and to see our women go out there and, do what they do for us men in general, or go out there and bang out, man, come on, man, be like, yeah, baby, let's get it. But to see that and her growth and how she's becoming a woman and also what she's doing for the sport of boxing and all the females in the world, man, she's a great inspiration.
And one more thing, if you go through Charlo, Benavidez, and Flynn, Canelo will need you. You would have to. You don't have to go to him. How does that prospect make you feel about that gauntlet, and then being almost potentially the A side against Canelo?
Man, fuck Canelo. I'm here, Showtime. Charlo, Plant, Benavidez, anybody at 168 that's gonna put on a great fight is what I'm looking for. Man, like, fuck Canelo. I mean, that's what Mike Tyson, that's his opinion. He has his own mind. That's the Iron Mike. He can say whatever he wants to say.
Because they got the fighters at 168, who was the bad fighters?
Nah, definitely they have the fighters that I've been looking to get into for a while. I tried it with DAZN as far as the Jaime Munguia, Billy Joe, Triple G. The list goes on over there. I was over there. I went and knocked on everybody's door, but nothing happened. So at the end of the day, I think this is the best place. And they also want to make great boxing. They got Plant versus David Benavidez. That's a great matchup. So it's only right that I come over here and we make the Charlo fight at this point. It's only right for the sport and also for myself.
You feel the fact that we know that you want to fight everybody, man, but between Charlo, Plant, and Benavidez, how would you rank those three, man, from your toughest to your least toughest?
You know, we have to all go in there, and at the end of the day, they're all tough.
The eye test, though, man. Just looking at it from the outside, looking at it, do you think Charlo the tougher fight for you than Benavidez, or do you think it's the other way around? Just the eye test.
I mean, I got to really sit down and break down each person when that time comes to see who the matchup is. But right now, they're all tough. At the end of the day, they're all like top level fighters. So each and every one of them is tough.
Why don't you think they wanted to fight you?
Go ahead.
For all where you were, they didn't want to fight you. Why? Why do you think they don't want to fight you?
I mean,
The zone fighters.
I think it's because my right foot and my right hand are my lead hands. It's like, well, I didn't come into the sport of boxing to fight someone. Why is his foot and his right foot, his right hand is fight? What is that, southpaw? No. Hold on, let me talk to him real quick.
There's a lot of negative narratives, and I felt that the fact that you were never properly, the media, the fans that don't know, but you were always able to go from the zone and fight on, PPV and Showtime. So seeing the fact over here, the Charlo fight doesn't happen. Is that a clear indication that Charlo didn't want to fight from then and now?
I mean, when that time comes, the reporters, the journalists will speak upon it more. But I'm here to say, let's fight. Let's make it happen. I knocked on everybody's door, bro. I went to Triple G's press conference, went to Canelo, went to Charlo, went to everybody. Be like, yo, bro, win, lose, or draw. Let's make these fights happen because they are the best fights to make. And I want to be part of making the best fight in the sport that I love to do. Like I said, win, lose, or draw, I want to be part of that. And so, yeah, I mean, we're going to find out what it is. Every day. All day. All day, bro. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I want to give the sport what they're looking for and also myself. The rivalry is crazy. We've been going at it for years. That's the real rivalry that is out there. It's me and him on site. You see me? I'm like, fuck you looking at, motherfucker. You feel me? That's what goes on when we see each other. Nothing but respect for them and their family, but yo, let's take care of what, you guys talk. You talk that rah-rah shit. You guys be out here thinking that you's a big bad wolf. Well, look, who else is calling them out the way I'm calling them out? And what's the situation? I'm here. Swing again.
You can get a 2-on-1 deal because obviously if you beat Jermall, Jermall's going to want to have that fight, you know.
I would definitely like the blockbuster for sure. You know what I'm saying? Definitely would love to make that happen. You know, the 54 undisputed kid was the first tangle. A lot of bullshit. Yeah, they can run back and be like, that's all over and done with. We're gonna fight at a more mature level, and the pay's gonna be way greater, and it's gonna be more eyeballs tuning in. So like, what are we talking about?
What do you make of how active Charlo's been, the 160 Charlo, and how he looked in that last fight that he had in his hometown of Houston?
I'm not too sure. I forgot, but listen, you know, I've been out the ring for 15, 16 months. We all go through those stages. I hope everything's okay with him so I can whoop his ass, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make this shit happen.
Last question.
I heard you say something about boss. My bad, man.
No. With getting Demond as an opponent.
Yeah.
From you being your own boss, that a lot of people didn't know where you was previously. To get this fight, was it a little process or was it the way that you were?
Nah, it was pretty easy. You know, I mean, no, it took months to like, as far as like getting over with the Showtime PPV. Just just like, you know, they have to know what the truth is from Demetrius and what the word is that people like to spread. And just like they offered me guys, I said yes to all of them. The Ma said yes, and so here we go today. You know what I'm saying? That somebody didn't hesitate to take the opportunity to try to make himself in a better opportunity.